In Chapter 12, we're going to be talking about limits, and the first thing I'm going to talk about is what they are. So here's what they are. You're finding what y value the function is approaching very close to a certain x value. So you're going to be plugging in an x value into an equation to find the y value that it is at that particular point. So you're going to see a new notation that you haven't seen before, and this is how you, or the notation that you'll be using when you find limits. So you're going to write LIM for limit. Mathematicians are lazy, they don't write out the whole word. And then right below you're going to write what x value you want to plug in, or what x value you want the function to approach. So this is the limit as x approaches a of some function f of x equals whatever the limit is, and we'll calculate that according to the problem. So I want to make sure you're reading this correctly. So this is what you read this statement as. The limit as x approaches a, that little arrow means approaches, some a value, of f of x equals L. Alright, so the limit as x approaches a of f of x equals L. So in this next portion of the notes, we're going to be finding limits. We're actually going to be calculating them, and we're going to talk about algebraically first, and then using the calculator secondly. So here's what you're going to do. So you're going to plug the x value that it's approaching, the limit that it's approaching, into the function, and the output, so whatever you get out after you plug that x value in, is the limit of that function at that particular value. So here's an example. So you're going to find the limit as x approaches 2 of x squared minus x plus 2. So all I said you had to do is you're just going to plug in the x value into the function. So this 2 right here is going to be plugged in or substituted into the function. So you're going to get 2 squared minus 2 plus 2. So basically you get 4, and then minus 2 plus 2 cancels out. So that means that the limit as x approaches 2 is 4. Here's what this means in terms of its graph. So what I've gone ahead and done is graphed the function x squared minus x plus 2. That's right here. So if I look at the x value of 2, which is right here, and I go up to the graph, you'll notice that it's just the y value on the graph. So as it approaches 2, so as you get this, go from this direction and this direction, your graph approaches 4. So in the second example, we have the limit as x approaches negative 6. So we're going to take negative 6 and we're going to plug it in, and we end up getting negative 6 over negative 6 plus 3. When I go ahead and simplify that, I get negative 6 over negative 3, or I get positive 2. So if I were to look at the graph, as x approaches negative 6, so negative 6 is about right here, the graph from each direction is approaching the y value of 2, so thus the limit is 2. So in this next example, we want to find the limit as x approaches 1 of this expression right here. So what we're going to go ahead and do is we're going to plug it in, and when we do that, we end up getting 1 minus 1 over 1 squared minus 1, and then you get 0 over 0, and this is a problem. 0 over 0 is undefined, so if you get this, what you're going to have to do is you're going to have to work with this expression right here. You're going to either try to simplify by factoring the expression to see if you can then plug in the value that way. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and try to factor this. So again, if you get 0 over 0, this is a red flag. You have to do something else. So when I go back to this expression right here, it looks like the denominator can factor. So that's a difference of 2 squares, which can factor into x plus 1 times x minus 1. And these can cancel. So when I simplify this, I get 1 over x plus 1. Now I can go ahead and plug in the limit into the simplified version of that. So I get 1 over 1 plus 1, or I end up getting 2. So the limit is 2. Now let's look at the graph. Sorry, the limit's not 2, it's 1/2. Sorry about that. And let's look at the graph. So as x approaches 1, so here's 1 right here. So as x approaches 1, it looks like our graph is approaching 1/2 from each direction. So from each direction as it approaches 1, it's 1/2. So there I know that I got it correct. So in this next example, we're going to find the limit as x approaches 2. So we're going to try directly substituting in for all values of x. So we get 2 squared plus 2 minus 6 all over 2 minus 2. Well, right off the bat, notice the denominator is 0, so we're going to have a problem. The numerator is going to be 4 plus 2, or 6 minus 6, so also 0. So whenever we have this, we have to go to option 2. This can probably factor. So I need to find two numbers that multiply to 6, negative 6, and add to 1. So I think I have x plus 3 times x minus 2, and the denominator is x minus 2. So it looks like these end up canceling. So now I can try plugging it into the simplified version. So I get 2 plus 3, or the limit is 5. So again, if you get 0 over